Today I share with you a very useful method of threading a needle. No matter how small the needle hole is, it doesn't matter, and it only takes a second to thread the needle. Can you thread a needle? Do elderly people in your family have difficulty threading a needle because of poor eyesight? Actually, the needle threading technique is very simple, without looking at the needle hole. You can easily get through it in 1 second. Let's watch the video. First method, thread the needle with the palm of your hand. First, place the thread in your palm. Then, take out the needle and locate the needle hole. This hole should be aligned with the thread and press it against the thread. Next, rub the needle left and right in your palm to create friction between the thread and the needle. Soon, you will see the thread has passed through the needle hole. This method is very simple and convenient. No other tools or materials are needed to complete the threading. This will make threading easier. Do you think it is simple? Second method, threading the old needle with thread. After using the needle and thread, there will be a short piece of thread left on the needle. Do not pull this thread out. We can use it to thread the new threads. This method is very simple. Open the old thread to both sides. The ends of the thread are stretched to both sides. At the same time, hold them with your hands so that they do not stick together. Then, place the new thread that needs to be threaded on one side of the old thread. Then we wrap the old thread right side around the needle. Wrap it 4 to 5 times. Then hold it steady. Next, use your other hand to pull up the old thread on the left. Now we just need to slowly pull the old thread out. In this way, the new thread will follow the old thread out of the needle hole. The new thread is ready. Very simple, right? This method is very suitable for threading needles with small holes. Whether your eyesight is good or not, you can still thread the needle quickly. In particular, you only need to thread the thread once and you can use it forever. Third method, thread a needle with a toothbrush. Place a piece of thread on the surface of the toothbrush. Now place the needle hole on the thread. Then, you press the thread down until the thread comes up the needle hole. When you see a lot of thread coming up, take the needle off the toothbrush. The short piece of thread will become stronger. This method is also very simple and quick. Many of you ask if this method has a small needle hole. Try it. Here is a needle with a much smaller hole. The thread is threaded through the needle hole in the blink of an eye, even though the needle hole is very small. Does it work? Do you like this method of threading? Give it a quick try. Method 4. Do you have old electrical wires and data cables at home? After peeling off the outer layer, there will be a lot of copper wires inside. We just need to cut a small wooden clip. Now, fold it in half. Then use the clip to clamp it tightly. Thus, a very simple needle threader has been created. This method is similar to the method of using a broom wire. When using it, align the needle hole with the curved end of the copper wire and thread it gently. Next, thread the thread into the bent copper wire. Finally, move the needle away from the copper wire. Immediately, the thread will easily pass through the needle hole. The whole process is very simple and fast. Anyone can do it, no matter how small the needle hole is. This method is not only practical, but also reusable. Try it now. Fifth method, similar to the fourth method, but instead of using a wooden clip, use a ballpoint pen. Take out a piece of copper wire, then fold it in half. Then put the copper wire into the pen. Press the tip of the pen to secure the copper wire more tightly. Next, put the copper wire into the needle hole. Thread the thread through the bent copper wire. Finally, move the needle away from the copper wire. The thread will now easily pass through the needle hole. Method 6. Threading a needle with paper. We only need a thin piece of paper with moderate hardness. Generally, children's writing paper is fine. We fold the paper in half and smooth the fold to make it clear. Smooth it a little more to make the fold tighter. Next, we thread the thread through this fold from the corner or by opening the paper. Now, use scissors to cut a sharp corner below 30 degrees. Then take the needle, insert the sharp corner into the needle hole. You will see that it can be threaded through easily. Next, we use our fingernails to hold the sharp corner and tear the paper a little. At this point, the end of the thread will come out. We just need to gently pull the end of the thread, and the thread will be threaded into the needle. Finally, just pull the paper out. It's very simple, right? The step of threading the needle can be completed in a moment. Don't throw away the medicine packaging. You can use it to thread a needle. Its value doubles immediately. This is really a smart idea. Just cut off a part of the foil on the medicine box. And cut it into a sharp corner. Then we cut a little here to make a small hole. A needle threading artifact is created. It is very easy to use. We use the sharp corner to guide the thread through the needle hole. Just pass it through the needle hole. Thread the thread into this small hole. Now you can thread the needle easily. Simple, right? The principle is that the corners cut from the foil must be sharp and small. The thread can be brought to the needle hole more accurately, thereby improving the efficiency and success rate of needle threading. Just learn these needle threading tips. You can easily create a needle threading tool. You can thread a needle without looking into the eye of the needle. No matter how small the eye of the needle is, or how bad your eyesight is, you can still thread a needle easily. Which needle threading method do you like best, or do you have a better way to thread a needle? Leave a reply in the comments. Thanks a lot.